All right, let's go on with your reading, Gemini. So the first card that I pulled is the same as the Empress card in traditional tarot. This card is called the Earth Mother. It's the number 3. So 3 is about expression, expressing yourself. But what the card denotes is giving birth. This could be a baby, but it means giving birth to an idea. And almost there, as you can see, she's 9 months pregnant. So she's about ready to give birth to this new venture, to this new project, to new creative passions that you have, that you've been working on. This is coming in the mix for her and for you, of course. She's holding a staff here. It always feels like to me when I look at that staff that it is a rod, like the suit of rods. So it can be very much about your work. When this field and this grain is harvested, then that does have to do with the work that you're doing. The ducks, the bounty of ducks here, the flock of ducks, they indicate abundance. So whichever category that you fall in, Gemini, I do feel like that there is new birth coming for you. If like I said, if you're having a baby or you know of someone, there's a baby coming into your family, that's very, very cool. It very well could be about announcements going out for that. Because it could be new conceptually, or it could be the birth of the baby's coming. But also, I do really feel like, because I'm looking at the other 2 cards, I do feel like that a lot of you, this is about your work and what you're wanting to put out in the world. And, her blue dress is also the color of goddess, or I think of Archangel Michael. So, it's also about good health, feeling abundant in your good health. I heard the word ringing in someone's ears. So if you've had that going on, for somebody, of course, this could be just for one person, but someone out there, it feels like that you've had ringing in your ears and it's almost deafening. So, make sure to, whatever you need to do on that, go to the doctor or drops or whatever it is. A lot of times ringing in our ears is also negative thinking. But this feels like it needs to be taken care of soon, because that can lead into infections and those types of things. If it's something like an infection, it can lead to loss of hearing. So just make sure you take care of that. And the wreath on her head shows the cycle of life, and that she's in the cycle of life. So a lot of you it feels like you're in your stride. It feels like you're making things happen, and that you're looking forward to the birth of these projects, and that you're wanting to see things move forward. It's not only wanting to see things move forward, I feel like that you are in that zone. So I just want to, say that this card is really about abundance, fertility, good health, wellness. And so hopefully at the beginning of January that you're feeling that, Gemini, and that you're feeling that you're starting in a good place, as you're starting in a place of productivity. That's what I'm trying to say, productivity. And then it's interesting, the next card that comes up is the 10 of Wands. And this card always indicates a heavy burden, but climbing up the mountain to the goals. See where he's trying to get to, where there's light right here? And so he has a burden of wands on his back. But it feels like too that this is with carrying this burden and these experiences in life with pride and accomplishment. This has not been easy for you guys. This has not been like, oh, well, it didn't take me much time to get to the point of wanting my plans to birth. No, this has been some long, hard, dubious times for you, wondering if they would work out. So I feel like when you're climbing this mountain, as you get to the goal, that you can let these burdens go one by one by one. So by the time you get up to like this rock right here, then maybe you only have 5 burdens, and then you can continually drop as you get to the mountain, because it feels like there needs to be a clear goal in sight. And I love the squirrel because he is a symbol of concentration, focus. So he's helping you. This is helping this guy or woman. This could be either, going up here and giving them guidance to focus on what they want. And it also, this card can also mean that you are taking on more responsibility than you should. Some of you can be not, or may not be, delegating. So that, if you're carrying this load by yourself and you're feeling like no one's helping you and you're that Gemini, then for Pete's sake, delegate or find someone that can help you. There's no sense in doing everything yourself. There's just, it just doesn't have to be that way, because a lot of times we get frustrated and then have resentment towards other people when that type of thing happens. Say like when you're working in an office and your coworkers are not staying like the way you are, or they're just dilly-dallying around. Maybe it's been the holidays and they've taken time off and you're the one that's pulling in all the work. You're the one that's doing the work. Then it can make you feel like you're, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Or if you have your own business, maybe you need to delegate some of the tasks that you have. Maybe you need to find like a social media person. Maybe you've been trying to do everything, on your own. So remember to delegate when that comes up. Yeah, just feeling like work pressures. It also could be someone too comes into the picture. This could mean 2 things. Someone new comes into the picture of your work, or someone drops off and that's the reason for the additional workload. So it may be if you're joined to an organization or belong to an organization or some group or whatever, and someone decides to leave it, and wow, you didn't realize how much work they did, and so now you're having to pick that up. So it can also mean that you're taking it on. So like I said, whichever one you are, Gemini, just be cautious or concerned with taking on too much. As I look here, I see her standing very proud and she's very happy. She's ready to give birth to this conceptual idea or to this baby. There has been a lot of work though, or there's a lot of work in doing this. So you might be, if you're a woman getting ready to have a baby, there may be a lot of labor involved. So hopefully not, and you can get help for that, but there may be a lot of labor involved with this. Whatever the case is, whether it's a baby or whether it's birth of new projects, you have not slothed off. You have, you've carried the load for sure. But I'm just saying that take care of yourself, take care of your. Yeah, I'm getting different things now. The voice box. So this is cold flu season. Yeah, just take care of that 3rd chakra, if you will. That's a blue stone. It's sometimes this is about expressing ourselves, and here we go with this blue. And I said that a minute ago about expression. So if you haven't expressed your needs, express your needs. If you need to, express them, because I'm feeling like some of you, I feel like you do. And maybe it's in more of a gentle way, because this blue denotes goddess. And how would a goddess express in just the most ethereal type of way? She's not going to be feisty or obtruse about it or mean about it. She's going to do it in a very congenial way. All right, so I feel like these 2 cards are talking to each other. And the reason I said this about your work is because this looks like a wand. This is a wand card, and your 3rd card is another wand card. This is the 5 of Wands. And don't you love it? This is where team leadership needs to come into play because there are different opinions. As you can see, the guy right here, he's holding the book of knowledge. He's like, well, let's look at the book. Let's see what that says. Let's see what the manual says. And this guy over here, he's sort of like, no, he's backing off. He really wants it his way, his way or the highway. So there doesn't have to be 5 people, but it is group dynamics. It's someone needing to take leadership, take a role, but also be diplomatic about it. This card can be about arguing, but really it's more about needing to lay down structure, is what it feels like to me. Sometimes there's sudden changes that come up. It could be too, I talked a minute ago about someone coming into the group, or someone who's taking leadership, or someone who's taking on, they're showcasing. This came up in one other reading I did for the astrological signs for January. And it felt like someone's showcasing, someone's taking on a little bit more of the showy part, and they're wanting to really show you what they can do, show everyone what their capabilities and their abilities, and they're really, it's a little bit annoying to some of you. So you may want to just stay balanced, not just stay with the balance, maybe go with a Libra balance, and not feel like you need to spout out some negative things, because of course if you stay centered and grounded around this type of person, then they will of course get the point that, hey, you know what, this is an organization where I need to really watch my P's and Q's, where I can't just be my off-work self. All right, let's see what else is in this card. Well, here are the ants. Okay, so interesting. I was talking about organization a minute ago. I forgot there's ants in this card. Ants, I see them on the limb here. There's 2 of them, and they're carrying off some of the bread that's in the basket. Ants symbolize a need for organization and structure. It's exactly what this card is. And I feel like it could turn out fine. I do. I just think it's a coming of, heads coming together, decisions. And if you're not working with a group or a team, and say you're like the business owner, then get together with your employees or with your partners and work out the details. And, maybe some of you have ideas, like I said earlier on, well, let's get the social media going this first 6 months. And someone else is not like, no, let's bump up our client base, and let's, advertise or promote that. It's like, well, you could do both, maybe simultaneously, maybe at the same time, but it just needs to be a clear agenda and a resolve of how you're going to fix things, how you're going to plan out this particular, say you're going to a convention or a meeting, and this project needs to be launched. And so different ideas on what all needs to be done. Come together. You just get together, plan the meeting, the convention, the launch can go fine. Okay. All right. Interesting cards, Gemini. Let's see. I'm going to pull some clarification cards. I know we're going a little long, but not necessarily. The others have been around anywhere from 23 to 24 minutes. So we're doing all right. Okay, so here's a clarification card. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. So either you've been very generous with your time and your money, or others are getting ready to be generous with you. It's funny how I'm seeing different time zones or time warps. It's like this has already happened. Either you've done it, or you're getting ready to see others. You're the recipient. And this will help everyone's finances, really. The Page of Cups. Okay, this could be a new love. This is the beginning of new love. Could be the beginning of something new that you've put into place, and your heartstrings are very happy about it. You can see how the fish is in the cup. She's emotionally feeling well. She can be, pages are also news messengers. So it could come into your life. Someone could come into your life of like flirting with you, or I'm feeling a little bit of flirting going on with some of you, Gemini. I'm not really sure it's going to develop because this is in the very, very beginning stages, or if it's the true romance. It could be a romance or a flirtation that you're just having fun with. And it could be with your partner that you have now. Doesn't mean it has to be new, but it is. I don't know if the flirting will last, or or that type of feeling of, oh, let's flirt. It could be just, hey, I'm together with you. Let's go have a fun day, play day. All right, and then the Six of Cups came up. All right, so you've had the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. And this is oftentimes, it shows children, because oftentimes it's about our childhood memories and really remembering those and being and fondness of those. And, you might be thinking of what you used to do as a child that made you happy and that made you content. It's okay to, a lot of people say, don't look back in the past. I truly feel that's great, is to not dwell in the past. But I do think just going back and picking up a couple memories or situations, experiences that you had as a child can enhance you. It also could be, and it doesn't usually come up with this card, is working on negative beliefs. So a lot of times when we were young, between the ages of 4 and 7, someone said something to us that really stopped us in our tracks. Someone of authority, like a teacher or a clergyman or a parent. And so then we take on these beliefs of, am I good enough? Well, can I do this? Can I make enough money? Maybe someone said to you, oh, money grows on trees. Then you're thinking, oh, well, if it grows on trees, how am I going to make it? And then you have issues with money. So I'm just saying that I'm not sure this has come out of this card before, but that feels like it could be revisiting that and just saying, you know what, that's the past. It doesn't belong anymore. It's not part of my life anymore. It doesn't represent me. Well, a lot of Cups and Pentacles. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles comes up. So this could be an earth sign, could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. And this Knight of Pentacles is ready to take on new ventures. He could be someone, this could be you. I'm feeling like this is either you or someone that's around you that's sharing your gifts or your talents and your abilities, or your work with you, a partner. I'm feeling like this person's very helpful to you. If you are taking on the earth signs, then you'll want to feel very grounded. Manifest. Stay practical with your plans. Remember, balance, that's structure. That's what we're looking for. Okay, that card wanted to sort of come out. And this is the Five of Rods. Okay, interesting. This has happened more than I can tell you, Gemini. This is the Five of Rods in a different deck. This one's called Wands. This is called Rods, but it's the same thing. This is about the work we put out, where there's competition. These guys look like they're fighting. There's a lot of red in this. This looks like they're standing out by night and they're really coming to a nice conclusion. So, I'm not going to change my mind on that. There could be arguing, there could be fighting, but it really feels more like, no, I want to do it differently. No, I want to do it differently. And so this particular artist just created this card, this artwork differently. So the fact that this came out is you're going to see some different, someone may pop in or out of the picture. I'm just saying. And there's details that you all need to take care of, that you need to take care of. Well, I love it. The sun comes up. Yay. Whew, thank goodness. After this, the Sun card. And the Sun card is about hope, optimism, and joy. And it's not without having put hard work behind you. So this to me feels like the resolution card of this right here. Things will get resolved. Just remember to have that balance, that diplomatic state of mind. Because as you can see, I mean, it's a child on a horse, white horse, there's sunflowers, the happy sun. So yeah, things can be very optimistic. It's not given to you. You've had to really work for everything. You've had to work for this. I mean, let's just be honest. So, but optimism can definitely come from what there has been. One more card. Well, these cards are just sticky today. I do have the windows open. Maybe that's it. There's a little bit of humidity today. The Knight of Cups. So it seems like you've gotten some cup cards. Well, this guy's very romantic. And he's willing to give his joy and his creativity and his love to you. This could be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. This could be about a love relationship. It could also, too, be about someone helping you with the birth of ideas. I keep getting that. He's really looking into the cup, like what else is there? What else? You know what? Look at these. There's two horses facing each other. That's interesting. Two white horses. So this person could be of help to you to get to this place, or taking on this intuitive type of knight. Intuitive, compassionate. That's maybe what it is. Nurturing, diplomatic, loving, so that you can, so these two horses can meld into one, and you can be in the place of the Sun card, which is an awesome major arcana card.